afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Den Creative. For today's pick a card, we're going to be finding out what you can expect for the week ahead. And this is a timeless weekly reading, so whenever it is that you're stumbling upon this video, whether it's a Wednesday or a Saturday, whether it's a year from when I posted or 3 years from when I posted, it doesn't matter. This will still work for your whatever day of the week you're on to the very next day of the week. That's the same day you're on. Pretend it's a Wednesday. This will run you Wednesday to Wednesday, or Monday to Monday, or Saturday to Saturday. You get the gist. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to try to center your energy and focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3. And if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. Once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also try to pin them as the top comment. So remember, you guys, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates for you and go ahead and just leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on the cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the week ahead. And you guys get to start out with the Seer card, See Beyond the Current Situation. And look what's hiding below that. You have the Ace of Pentacles. So seeing beyond your current situation, this week, Spirit wants you to be on the lookout for new opportunities, because your guides, your angels, they have this golden opportunity in the form of this Ace of Pentacles here that they want to drop right down into your hand. But if your hands are all wringing and worried about your life, you're not going to be able to have open hands to receive. So open your hands to receive this week. That's what they're showing me. Look at her hands. They are very open and ready to receive. But also, because you selected the Seer card, you may be really tapping into your intuition or using your intuition a lot or having a lot of prophetic dreams. There's just a lot going on in your spiritual life this week, and I'm really being drawn to this purple crystal ball that she's looking into. So for me, purple and crystal, that represents amethyst. The amethyst comes in all shapes and sizes. You can get it polished, you can get it rough, you can get it all sorts of ways. It's so fun. Such an amazing crystal for people who are dealing with addictions of all kinds or wanting to tap more into their spiritual senses. And to me, it's also a form of protection. It feels very protective to me. And I don't know that I've ever read that amethyst is a protective stone, but for me, it feels like it is. So for you guys, that might be a fun stone you can carry around with you this week. That's really standing out to me for some reason. And also, lifting the veil from your eyes. See beyond what's in front of you to look for that golden opportunity that Spirit is trying to present to you this week. So let's go ahead and find out what else group number 1 can expect for the week ahead. Group 1 for the week ahead. Okay, oh wow, this makes so much sense. You guys have the Death card, which of course, when that comes out, everyone's like, oh my gosh, what's happening? No, this is beautiful energy in transformation. This is very Scorpio, very Pluto energy. So wherever Scorpio is in your chart, or wherever Pluto is transiting currently, especially the transit, because in Vedic astrology, when I'm filming this, Pluto is about to go into another sign. And it has spent many, many, many years in the Vedic sign of Sagittarius and about to go into Capricorn. So that Sagittarius Capricorn cusp, if you're watching this near the time of my posting, may be relevant. And because you're tuning into this later, if you are, it may still be relevant. So go ahead and check where that is in your chart, because it's going to be very relevant to what you're going through this week. But there's a sense of completion. But we have the number 46, which equals 10, which adds up to a 1. So there's a new beginning after whatever it is you're releasing or transitioning from. Some of you, this could be just cycles within a relationship, within a job, within a situation. This doesn't mean the complete death of something. This could just mean, death of a cycle, which for many of you feels like something good. It's good that this cycle ended because you're ready for some fresh new energy being pumped into your life. Like, that's really what I see for you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and get some more guidance for group number 1 for the week ahead. What can group number 1 expect for the week ahead? I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, wow, look at this. All paths lead home. It's the inner authority card, the intuition, turning your gaze within. So these transformations, these transitions you guys are going through and have been going through, this feels to me like something you've been going through for a while. For some of you, this could be something new cropping up, but it doesn't feel like the end-all be-all of everything in your whole life. It's probably just a cycle that you've been dealing with. But for most of you, this is something that you've really had going on for a while, and you're just finally coming to this point of completion with it. But with the inner authority, this is asking you, and the intuition, asking you, paired with the seer card of your overall, really, really be trusting your gut this week, trusting your intuition, and even kind of hermiting yourself away with that turn your gaze within. And if you're watching these in succession as I post them, much of the recent weeks have all been talking about being a hermit. And this still is relevant to you if you're just watching this one for the very first time and haven't watched any of my past ones, because these are timeless, of course. But you're going through some hermit time where you really need to step away from the crowd for a bit and really get your bearings on where you go from here, what your life is looking like, and just taking a breath, a sigh, just really figuring out what you need to do is going to help you moving forward with this new opportunity, new beginning that is being offered to you this week. Okay, let's go ahead and get more information for group number 1. From group 1, that card doesn't go here. You don't go to this school. Sometimes I put them in the wrong deck when I'm doing my live readings. I get real crazy and excited, so yeah. Okay, disregard. What can group 1? Whoa, you got 2. Group 1 can expect some cool things going on. So that transition we're talking about, we got the career transition card flying out today. So you may be having a beautiful transition in your career. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change, if I could speak. I'm getting excited. I'm feeling it for you guys. And I really was feeling career earlier, but I didn't really put focus on that. So some of you, this could be finding a job, especially if you've been on the hunt for a while. Others of you, this could just be, moving departments within your job, or just being able to work with new people, or having a fresh new, even like getting a new computer at work or something, materials to do your job better. That's really what I'm seeing. But, with this new opportunity, you're cultivating it. It's not just this overnight sensation that's gonna just magically appear and everything's roses. Like, you're putting the work into making this thing happen. And of course, you've been putting that work in with that transition into this new beginning as well. Because, remember, the Ace of Pentacles is offered to you. If you don't take action, if you don't put in the work, that's that earth energy. That's rolling up your sleeves and getting to work. If you don't put in the work for this new opportunity, it will pass you by, or it just will fizzle out. That's what I'm seeing. So patience. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. They're like a seed. That's what the Ace of Pentacles is a really fertile, beautiful seed. But of course, that seed's not going to do anything on its own. You need to plant that seed. You need to water it. You need to give it sunlight and care for it and the right temperature. I mean, it's a whole thing trying to make something new bloom in your life. But you're willing to put in the work, I have a feeling, and you're really laying the foundations and planting those seeds this week. So even if you don't see the major fruits of your labor paying off, don't give up, because this is something you're really building for a long-term success. So what is a self-care message for group 1 for the week ahead? I see it peeking at me. Here it is. Movement. Yeah, so get up and move. That Mars in your chart, wherever Mars is in your birth chart, that house is needing a little bit of shake-up, a little bit of movement. Stuff's going on. And we have a 36, which equals a 9, which is really coinciding with that death. So whatever house your Mars is in, that can really be telling us where that death and rebirth is happening. Again, not actual death. It's a death and a rebirth. It's like the caterpillar going into the chrysalis and then emerging as a butterfly. That's the kind of energy we're talking about. So wherever Mars is placed in your chart, or even wherever Mars is currently transiting, may really point to you where you need to get your butt in gear to really make this opportunity take off in your life. Okay, one more message for you guys, for my love, for my couples and singles. Here we are. Couples and singles expect for the week ahead. So we have power. This is beautiful. You instinctively know what is right for you. Remember, you've got 2 intuition cards, now 3. Sorry, I gotta sneeze. One second. So you instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no, that death, and walk away at any time. Whatever's going on, wherever the power struggles are in your love life, for my singles, this could just be power struggles with past relationships that are coming up for you to heal with that death so you can have a new beginning with someone new. Or just you really going within and doing that inner work, that inner healing is really going to help you focus on you. And as a result of putting all that care and patience and work into yourself, you're going to be able to attract someone who's done the same with themselves. And then when you come together, it's just going to be really amazing. But for those of you in the relationship, this is just saying, wherever those power struggles are within your relationship, there feels to me like there's going to be a transition with that this week with this card and this transition here. I mean, there's a lot of change and a lot of new opportunities coming in your love life, couples. So that doesn't mean you're transitioning completely away from this relationship, but cycles within it that just aren't working for both of your highest good. That's what I see you're moving away from. And it's not like you're just spiritually bypassing them, putting them in a drawer, sweeping them under a rug. No, you're healing them, you're dealing with it, you're moving on, because you are being offered from Spirit a new opportunity to, even as a couple, the more close you can get, or the closer you can get together and, be connected mind, body, soul, the more abundance you're actually going to be able to ground into the physical world. I know it sounds weird, but, all of our relationships and the opportunities that come to us and the jobs that we have are all a reflection of how we feel about ourselves on the inside. So if you're not feeling taken care of in a relationship or at work or anywhere, it's as a result of you not feeling like you're taking care of yourself on the inside. So I hope that makes sense. And that last little part of that message was for all of my couples and singles. So I don't know that I mentioned that. So I hope that resonated. I hope that gave you some perspective on what you may be able to expect this week. Beautiful changes, beautiful new opportunities. So this is good energy coming in for you to move things along in the direction you want. So I hope that resonated. I hope you got what you needed. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the week ahead. And you guys have the Peacekeeper card. Let go of the need to be right. And what's hiding below it, you ask? The Ten of Swords, the Everything is Fine card. And in the Modern Witch Tarot, there is also this same exact picture with the Ten of Swords written right here. But this is an extra card in that deck. But this is just to say, if you're really going through some stuff, some ish, this week and previously, everything is going to be fine. This is just that reminder that you don't have to feel like this is going to continue much longer, because you're at the end of that cycle. Things are going to start improving in your life. And some of you, with this Peacekeeper card and letting go of the need to be right, some of you may be releasing that need to feel like you won in this situation. Maybe you're walking away from something and it may feel unresolved or like you lost or something. But you know what? That's okay, because this lesson, this thing that you're going through, is really serving your ultimate highest good. But if that doesn't resonate, this just could be as simple. I mean, listen to this. This could be as simple as seeing a post on social media you don't agree with, but instead of engaging and really putting your energy into that thing and creating that conflict that just doesn't need to be there, you just scroll on past and keep that beautiful peace in your life. That can be as simple as that. But if you're someone going through something, just remind yourself everything is fine, and just maybe try to, if you're already in a conflict, of course, don't try to bypass that and just try to avoid it. Face that head on, of course. But if you're seeing other things where, you've seen other people fight or something on social media, it's like, I just heard, not my circus, not my monkeys. Keep on scrolling, keep on walking, keep it moving. You don't have to intervene. And this could be even as simple as a mother with children who, is constantly playing referee. No, that's his toy, give it back. Stop calling your brother names. Stop doing, we could exhaust ourselves as mothers if we have to do that constantly. Sometimes we just gotta let them figure it out on their own. Of course, if they're throwing blows and whatever, you gotta intervene. But, just really be mindful of, is my energy needed here? Or should I be focusing on something else, something more peaceful, something that's really gonna help my peace of mind? So let's get some more information for you, Group 2, on the week ahead. What can Group 2 expect for the week ahead? Okay, we have joy. Yes, this makes so much sense with the peace. Peace and joy, just beautiful, lovely words. And if you are watching this at the time of my posting, we are coming into the holiday season, or maybe we're already there. I do film these a few weeks out, so we may already be there in the midst of the holiday season. So for some of you watching at the time of my posting with holiday seasons and families and all of that, there may be some family dynamics that are a little out of whack. But of course, if you're not directly involved, I would just say stay out of it. And of course, this can go for any time of year, but the holidays tend to bring out the best and the worst in people. So with this joy card, it's the number 37, a new beginning. So by maintaining your own peace of mind and, with this 10 of Swords energy, that's the closing out of, it can't get any worse than it is now. So if you've made it this far, give yourself a pat on the back, a round of applause, because you have a new beginning. And if you've been watching my previous weekly pick-a-cards you will know that the hermitude and the endings and new beginnings, they've all been major themes. Being a hermit, stepping away from other people's energy to really focus on leveling yourself up. And as a result of closing out negative cycles or relationships or jobs or whatever it is going on in our lives, we have a fresh new start as a result of putting in that healing, putting in that work. So I have a feeling my Group 2s, you guys have been with me for a while. But if you're new to my pick-a-cards or my channel, welcome. It's so good to see you here. I hope that you have a great time. Okay, what else can Group 2 expect for the week ahead? Group 2 week ahead. The Cosmic Heart. Oh, this is so beautiful with what's going on for you guys. I love this. Yes, so devotion, potency, and making your life a moving prayer. So this is beautiful, coupling that up with the peace. Just make your life so peaceful. And you have the opportunity for many moments of peace this week to just step away from the busyness, from the bickering, from the whatever's going on. And just taking some time for yourself and really living your week in a meditative state. If you're drawing, if you're coloring, listen to some really fun or calming music. If you're cleaning, listen to some I'm being called to talk about music for some reason. So listening to some good music that either makes you feel pumped up or gets you really calm. Whatever vibe you're looking for this week, seek out music that you love that brings you to that state. And that will help you move through the end of what's going on and into your new beginning. But this is a card all about devotion. So you may be really doing a life review, checking in with yourself about what is it I want to be devoted to? Who is it I want to be devoted to? What projects do I want to be devoted to? And the things that aren't at the top of your yes list, maybe evaluate if they're needed in your life. Are they draining your life force? Are they those energy vampire projects that you're maybe I'm never going to finish this? Maybe take it off your to-do list. If it's just something you're never going to get to, that will release a little bit of the weight that's been on your shoulders and make you feel a little bit lighter. And for some of you, I'm not going to lie, for one person watching this, if you've been debating about a toxic relationship, whether it's a friendship or toxic family or a significant other, and you've been thinking maybe I should just cut them out of my life, this would probably be your green light to do so. But again, use your own intuition, your own discretion about if that's the right move for you. And that's literally, I think, for maybe 1% of the people watching this, probably just one person. So if that doesn't resonate, cutting someone completely out, that's not for you. That message wasn't for you. This is mostly talking about the cycles we go through life in, and sometimes we get in ruts, and this is you coming out of that rut to get into something that's going to serve you better. Okay, what else can Group 2 expect for the week ahead? Week ahead, Group 2. We're talking to you. Oh, and it flew right out. Wow, we've got the breathe card. Yeah, so it's taking that step away from the crowd and really disentangling your energy with everyone else's is going to be huge for you guys this week. It says here with Archangel Raphael, take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Meditation brings answers. It's like a broken record here on my channel about the meditation, but oh my goodness, guys, it works. So even if you're feeling real stressed in a moment, if you can't meditate, if you can't, go somewhere where you can relax, just taking those couple of deep breaths in the store or in your car or in your living room as your kids are running around making a mess or whatever it is that's going on in your life. Take a couple of deep breaths, really ground yourself in your heart, in your body, and realize that present moment that you're really centered in on is where your power lies. Really getting present with yourself will help awaken your power. That's what they're saying for this week. Okay, what else? We want a self-care message for group 2. What can group 2 do this week to really be taking care of themselves and getting more into that peaceful and joyful mindset? Yeah, look at that. She's in the meditative pose. We've got energy work with master number 22 on the deck here. Wow, so 22 as just the master number 22 is really someone who's being, spirit's knocking on your door to step it up with your spiritual practice. Step it up with your life purpose. And also as a result, 2 + 2 is 4. You've got the support of your angels and guides. And because Archangel Raphael is on the board, I would say that yes, Archangel Raphael wants to help you heal something in your life this week. Whether that's healing an ailment that you're suffering from. I see someone who's got like fibromyalgia or some sort of chronic illness that you're dealing with. Calling on Archangel Raphael, doing meditations where you're calling in Archangel Raphael to help heal these conditions will really help you. If this is more mental energy, feeling overwhelmed, overburdened, like you can't turn your mind off, you can still call in Archangel Raphael to help heal and give you that mental peace of mind that I think many of you are really seeking because you selected the Peacekeeper card. And I'm really being drawn back here to this albino buffalo. We actually had one born here in Montana, very close to where I'm at recently, and it's like a 1 in a million occurrence. So the fact that you guys picked the white or the albino buffalo card really tells me that you guys are tapping into your beautiful hidden talents, hidden gifts, those rare things that are rare gems found on this earth. But by you tapping into your inner power, your intuition, your more meditative, and now I'm getting major chills on my head as I say that, you guys are tapping into hidden gifts, but the best way you can do that is being in the present moment and meditating and doing energy work, Reiki healing. You can do your own healing on yourself because in my opinion, all healing is self-healing. When we go to a doctor, a Reiki healer, an energy healer of any kind, we're giving that practitioner permission to heal us, but it's us that has to give the permission. So you yourself can give yourself permission to heal you with the aid of Archangel Raphael if that helps you feel like you have some really strong energy coming in to do the healing. But all healing is self-healing, so you can heal yourself of all the toxicity in your body, mind, and soul. That's what they're showing me. But energy work, whatever that means to you, really go into some energy work because that'll really help you take care of yourself this week. Okay, let's go ahead and get a love message for my couples and singles in group 2. Here it is. It's already wanted to come out. Yeah, look, we've got reflection. So for my couples, I'm just going to read it for my couples and singles first though. Reflection, give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Okay, so for my couples, reflection, maybe some of this fighting or chaos is going on in your love life. So you may just want to, it's not saying leave the person, but just take a step back for a day, a couple of hours to really tune in, do that life review like I was saying, like what's working in the relationship, what's not working in the relationship, and really get clear with yourself. What are you contributing? What could you be doing better? What could you be stepping back with? Really doing that reflection. And then you will have a clearer sense of what you need to do moving forward in the relationship. But for my singles, Of course, if you're single, you don't have anyone that you need to give space to. So this could just be reflecting on past relationships. Or if you're kind of flirting with someone, but it's really not going anywhere, reflecting on what is this causing in my life? How is this making me feel? Whatever's going on. I mean, it's going to be different for each of you, but just trust and have faith. Do that meditation. Pray to your guides. Pray to God. Pray to whoever it is you want to pray to. Do that meditating and really tap into what it is that you want in life, because once you have that trust and faith that you know what's going to happen for the best for you, it's going to happen. But we can't have the best thing happen to us that we want to have happen if we haven't actually put our intentions into that thing. So living your life more purposefully with more intentions put on is going to help put your life out of that chaotic state, because a lot of people live their life like the next thing gets thrown at them, the next thing. They're just letting life happen to them rather than for them. But when you can take control of your power, your present moment, get real present, breathe, meditate, you start to, grab your life by the reins and point it in the direction you want to go rather than just being tossed to the waves. So that's for all of my couples and singles alike. That message for singles kind of morphed into everybody. But I hope that resonated for you guys and gave you some guidance for what to expect for the week ahead. But I love you guys. I love to see all of your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really appreciate you guys. And I really, truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, let's go ahead and find out what you can expect for the week ahead. And you guys selected the Warrior card. Be fearless and stand strong. And we are pairing that up this week with the Lovers card. So wow, being fearless and standing strong, for some of you, this is in a romantic or a love relationship. So whether you're coupled up or single, this could have some messages about your love life and what's coming up. But for those of you who are couples, this feels like you're just really standing your ground in the relationship, or speaking your truth, or maybe even showing your vulnerable side to your partner. Or just if you're single, this could be with the fearless. Be fearless. You may be telling your crush you like them. If there's no one on your radar, be fearless and stand strong, knowing that there will be someone for you, because I do feel it for you, pile 3. Eventually, I do feel it. With the Lovers card, sometimes this points to a decision that you need to be making, or am I gonna go to good or evil? That's what we're seeing here. We've got that serpent in the tree with the fruit. We've got a burning tree over here. It's what decisions are you making? Are you making them from a place of fear? Are you making decisions from a place of fear? Because those will not be the best decisions for you to make. Every decision we make should be made from a place of love, not fear. And when we make decisions from those places of fear, that's when we create problems in our lives. So this week, maybe you're just asking yourself in all areas of life, am I making this decision or choice from a place of love or a place of fear? And as I said that, I saw someone picking out something from their wardrobe or their closet that they just don't wear very often. You put it on, you feel like you're rocking this outfit, but then you're like, well, what will my in-laws think? Well, what will my coworkers think? So then you take it off and put it back in the closet, even though it made you feel amazing. You made a fear-based decision to just wear the same old. It can be as simple as that. Just an example for you, to be fearless, stand strong, be you. That's really what Spirit wants you to do this week. Be more your authentic self. Okay, group 3, almost said 2. Group 3, what can group 3 expect for the week ahead? We've got 2 that want to come out, so I'm going to take them. Okay, yeah, wow, we've got the Mystery card, and we've got Movement. Wow, yeah, and with this Warrior, warriors don't just sit on their butts. They're moving, they're patrolling the area, they're making sure things are good and safe. So you may feel this restless energy within you this week to just, if you're sitting down trying to be quiet, you're just too restless. You can't clear your mind. You can't calm yourself down. So moving, maybe just getting out and taking a walk, especially because we've got water here, maybe near a river or the ocean, will really help you. But you have a 9 there. 3 plus 6 is 9. So there is this completion energy that's present in all of the piles. I love that. But with this Mystery card, you've got a 52, which equals a 7. So there's something about your spirituality that is asking you to make a move in that direction as well. That's how I'm interpreting this. But with this mystery card, there may be something that you're wanting to research this week, or a mystery you're diving into, or something you're discovering, like it's very puzzling, you can't figure it out. It's going to be very different for each of you, so that's about all the details I'm going to put into that. But whatever this mystery is that you're chasing or wanting to figure out, it feels like there's a sense of excitement about it. Like it's actually like a little road map or a road sign leading you. Like there's a path here, and I'm feeling like this is pointing you to kind of detour off the path just a bit to find some information and then come back to the path. Gonna resonate different for each of you, so that's probably all I'll say about that. But let's go ahead and get some more information for your week ahead, Group 3. What can Group 3 expect for the week ahead? Well, again, you guys got 2. Wow, you guys need these answers. So this is going to be the longest reading because we've already got 2 extra cards on the board than the other groups got. So lucky you guys. So first of all, we've got double mission. Lightworker, Starseed, serve the world by being you. What was I saying by stepping more into your authentic self? And then we get this Lightworker, Starseed card. You guys were sent to this earth for a higher purpose than to just work, pay bills, eat, and die. Like, you guys are here for a higher purpose, to raise the vibration of the planet. And that's maybe some of the mystery you're tapping into, is more your spiritual gifts, more about your star origins and whatnot. You're really tapping into the mystery of who you are as a soul even. But you serve the world best by being your true authentic self, being that spiritual warrior, being that one that's gonna, no matter what, you're gonna speak your truth and stand your ground fearlessly and strong, very strong. So some of you may be really stepping into your authentic selves and speaking your truth to people in your life, people in your personal life, people at work, people you're talking to over social media or over the phone. But because we have double mission, it's like double agent. I'm picking up double agent, and then we've got mystery. So you're like a double agent. You're a detective. You're really wanting to get to the bottom of stuff this week. And again, that's going to resonate differently for each of you. So take that how it resonates. Or if that's like a complete mystery to you at this point, maybe it's going to unfold over the week, and you're going to have a fun mystery to chase. But then you have the Seas of Mintaka card, seeing potential and bringing unconsciousness to light. That potential, that spiritual potential in you is wanting you to move in that direction, move off the path more into your spiritual side. But again, it's bringing this restless energy. So meditation may be really hard for you guys this week, but that's not to say don't do it at all, because when it's hard, that's when we need to actually meditate the most. When meditation seems impossible, that's when our bodies, our minds, our souls need it the most. And I know it sounds really ridiculous, but it's so true. But you're finally seeing the potential in yourself, in a potential love partner, in a potential job or potential business idea, creative idea. You're starting to see the potential that you're bringing to the table in some situation. You're bringing your unconsciousness to light. Your subconscious mind is giving you hints with the mystery and the movement into what direction you need to be going. How beautiful. Wow. Okay, let's get some more information for you. Group 3 for the week ahead. Working Group 3, there it is. Teaching and learning. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas. What was I just saying about maybe discovering a new creative idea? For some of you, that's definitely in the cards. And then teach these ideas to others. So you may be discovering about your Lightworker Starseed kind of origins, or just more spiritual truths about yourself that you're going to be wanting to shout from the rooftops. And be fearless and stand strong in the information that you're getting intuitively or that's coming across your path. Remember, you're being detoured by spirit, and sometimes spirit, not just sometimes, a lot of times spirit will actually use the AI and the algorithms to speak to you through different quotes you might see scrolling social media, or putting specific articles in your way that you need to see. It's not just, the spy book or whatever you want to call all the AI algorithms spying on your search history. Sometimes it is spirit putting exactly what you need to know right in your path. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense to me. So let's go ahead and get one more card about your love life this week. The this is going to be for my couples and singles alike. And it's so funny, I'm looking up at my timestamp. Even though you guys had more cards in your spread, you guys actually are like the shortest reading. And I thought, oh, this is going to take forever because you guys had 2 extra cards. But I'm zooming through this. It's a very clear cut for you guys. Very fun, though. I love it. So what can Group 3 expect in their love life for the week ahead? Couples and singles. One message for couples and singles. These are so hard to shuffle, guys. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. So hard. But we did it. Okay, look at that. Oh, I love this, pairing it with that warrior energy. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So for those of you at the top of the reading that we were talking about the love life, the choice that you may be making, do what feels right. Tap into that third eye, that intuition, and really understand, and into that heart space as well. What is right for you? You know the answer already. Tapping into your more spiritual side is going to get you the answers you seek, not just in love, but in all areas. So for my couples, this could be you deciding to make a change in the relationship. That's not to say you're leaving the relationship, but you're just making changes that are going to better benefit not just you, but your partner. And it feels like you're really tapping into your heart and your intuition to discover what these changes will be. So taking that time away from some other people, even if you feel anxious, just go for a walk. Be alone with this energy and let it move through you and let it reveal to you what it is it's wanting to reveal to you this week. That's not to say ignore your partner, but make sure you're taking time for yourself this week to really get in touch with what you want in your relationship and in the world at large. Like, what is it you want? Then we have, for my singles, if you're crushing on someone and thinking about making the move to say, hey, I like you, you already know in your heart what you should do. If you feel like maybe it's not time yet, then of course follow that intuition as well. But you guys, my singles, you're using your intuition to really find out spiritual truths about your authentic soul level self. This is soul level. This isn't just my mundane, my more ego-based side. This is soul level, family. This is soul level intuition that you are getting, my singles. And of course couples as well. You're really tapping into your intuition, but singles especially, following your gut, following your heart is really going to point you in the right direction in your love life. And you may even be discovering that someone you had a crush on probably isn't going to be a really good fit if you guys got together. Like, it might be fun to hang out and have a fling or whatever, but you may be discovering that this person probably isn't long-term material for you. So I hope that resonated, you guys, and you got the clarity or a little bit of answers. I know with that mystery, it kind of took it on a tangent that, there's some mystery involved here, some detective work. So wherever Scorpio or Pluto or whatever's going on in your 8th house, those are all things you can kind of do for some homework to research further what this could be going on in your life. Like for me, for example, in my birth chart, I have my Mercury in the 8th house, so I love speaking about the hidden things and really being that detective with my intellect. Like, I'm a detective, like I dig deep. And because it's in Taurus, in the sign of Taurus, like earth energy, like I literally would probably sometime go dig for treasure, like that level of like obsession with getting to the bottom of something. But you can take your own 8th house, figure out what planets are there, what sign is ruling your 8th house, and anything that's transiting your 8th house, that will bring you some answers, you guys. And I really would love to hear what you guys have to say down below in the comments. I always love to hear from you and to know if it resonated or didn't. Either way, I love to hear from you guys. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you back at the Done Creative. All right, bye.